So I have a day off of work today and I really want to sew a dress. So let's do exactly that. Now, a really long time ago, I got this white fabric and it's actually horrendous to the point that like I don't want it around anymore. So I'm going to use this as lining and hopefully I can use the whole thing. I ended up just using the whole thing for the lining and the face fabric because I just didn't want any more left in my house. Because I've literally had this for like 8 years. So as my fabric was in the washing machine, I designed this little design. Look, okay. So I'm thinking I want it to look like this. I ended up not having enough fabric, so I redesigned it and now it looks like this. And then it's going to be like right past the knees. And then this part, it's going to have like an under type of like bra situation going on, but it's not going to be really there. So I've been trying really hard to learn how to do like pattern drafting on Adobe Illustrator. So I'm going to be doing that. Normally I don't show this process because I just think it's like a waste of time and people might get bored, but I'm gonna do it now for some reason. So I'm going to be using a custom sloper that I made, and that's why it's like easy to do it on Adobe Illustrator because it's literally just like saved right here and then I can just reprint stuff. So I finally finished what I think is a decent looking pattern. Let me show you. So this is what's looking like. This is going to be the under one, that will be the over one. This will be disconnected as well from here. And then this is the back. It's been a couple of days, but I was able to cut out all the fabric. I kind of ran out of space a little bit on the skirt and I haven't been able to cut out the straps. So I'm just going to cross that bridge when I get there and we'll see what happens. Now it's time for the sewing part. So first, I'm going to be sewing the bodice together, which means all the princess seams and the cups. This took a really long time because I'm basically working with 2 bodices, but eventually got done and this is what it's looking like. Next comes the straps. So I really wanted to do a little tutorial on how to do these straps, but 4 straps ended up taking me like over 2 hours to do because this loop turner, like I could not figure it out. I've only done straps one other time in my life, so this was really hard, but I finally figured it out. Next, I'm sewing the skirts together, and I ended up having to kind of do a weird Mod Podge of the skirts. But this is what everything is looking like so far. The bodices, the straps, all that stuff. And don't forget to iron all your pieces because this fabric wrinkles really fast. Now it's time to sew the tops of all of the bodices together, and you're going to be sandwiching the straps in between. And this is what's going to look like afterwards. So now we're going to be sewing on the side panels, and this is where you're going to sandwich everything together, so both bodices will be sandwiched together. And then you can finally sew the outer casing of the external bodice. Yeah, and then after that you're able to flip it inside out and then sew it onto the skirt. So this is what's looking like so far. It has the double straps, and then it also has, you know, the under bust piece. And then it looks like this. I still need to put the zipper in the back, but it's looking pretty good. So now it's zipper time. Unfortunately, I had to rip this one zipper out and put in a longer one, but it's the same gist. And after this, I was able to start on the hem. I did a rolled hem and it took quite a bit of time, but it was definitely worth it at the end. I high-key wanted to do a little photo shoot for this dress right outside, but there's a fire going on. So, as always, I'm gonna stay inside and I'm just gonna do a little twirl for you guys.